We just finished another CAD chat on Instagram, and this time I interviewed freelance fashion designer and consultant Soidée Romero. We talked about how she uses her digital fashion software of choice, Illustrator, and she, like our previous interviewees, had an inspiring journey to digital fashion design. We also had a little side conversation about a couple of other pieces of software, Procreate and Figma, and what we thought about using those for flat sketching. So the first thing I want to ask is, can you tell me the proper pronunciation of your name?
Soidée. Soidée.
Okay.
It's in Spanish. Soidée.
Okay, I'm glad I asked because that was so not what I was saying.
I am a fashion freelancer who helps, as you already know, women's wear brands to get designs into production quickly, minimize sample time and production mistakes, and by developing for them flat sketches, CADs, and take back. I started my freelancing career looking for projects on crowdsourcing pages, and that's where I found my very first project. I did a course. And now I know better how to find clients and all that, but I started there. I'm civil engineer.
Wow, nice.
Yes, but we are the technical designer of construction.
Yes. I feel like there's a lot of engineers that move into fashion, and it makes sense. I mean, it is a lot more technical. I mean, there's a lot of creativity there, but there's a lot of technical stuff. And I remember my professor in school used to say, we're little architects for people.
The only difference is that with building our houses or structure, we assume they are flat, almost flat and still. Mm-hmm. But the human body is always moving and has all those curves. It could be even more complicated.
What made you decide that you wanted to move into fashion from engineering?
To move to fashion is because I always knew that was my calling. I love fashion design, and I always knew, but I never had the courage because here in my country it's very risky. Mm-hmm. But then when I was in my mid-30s, I couldn't stand anymore. But I still needed to experience something, learn more things, and overcome my fears and my mental barrier to actually start. It took me like 2 years to actually start freelancing. But from the very first time I heard about fashion freelancer, I knew that was what I want to do.
I've known people, and it makes sense that you might not have used Procreate, and I don't think you need to rush to it, especially if you're not offering illustration. But I am not sure, to answer December's question, I'm not really sure why people are starting to use Procreate for flat sketching, because it's more freehand, whereas with Illustrator it's a lot more technical, and I mean that's the whole point of the flat sketch. It's a technical drawing. I did have a student who used Figma she was using it for footwear. It's possible to use it. The one thing I would say to everyone when you're thinking of alternate options to Illustrator, just think about, are you going to be able to be supported when you have a question?
Well, from one thing that I enjoy is I still repeat to myself, I'm doing what I love. So that's I'm really grateful. And finally, I have a job where I get paid just to watch dresses and women clothing. And about Adobe Illustrator, Control Z. I mean, what I love is that give you the confidence and the freedom to experiment. And you know if you can try different things. If it doesn't work, you just go Control Z.
Soidée, like Annabelle, has a very inspiring story about how she decided to follow her heart and move towards what she loved, which was fashion. And that takes some courage to leave the sure thing to go after what you're sure you truly want to do. Not only a great chat about how a designer is using CAD, but also another testament to just going for it. And I am so here for it. Thanks for watching today's video. If you also want to follow your passion and start a fashion consulting company or start using digital fashion design, click the link in the description to sign up for one of my courses or one of my freebies. And make sure you check out more of the videos on this channel first to get yourself started. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time.